said earlier, we did watch Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos?
Yep, Creature Commandos. That's what we're going on to next.
Yep, I would say Creature Commandos, the storyline, just to quickly recap it, if you know, it's been a bit. It's like Suicide Squad, except Waller, she takes all these monsters in.
Because Congress outlawed
using
her old
She
program.
said, human prisoners.
Because of Peacemaker Season 1, her daughter, told everybody the truth at the end of Peacemaker, and then this came right after.
So they said you can't use human prisoners, which I think they intentionally phrased it that way, the politicians, so that they could...
Somebody lobbied for that.
Because who says in real life there's human, they intentionally said it so they could still secretly use...
Somebody lobbied for
weaponing. That. Or corruption. I can't believe that it's in media too.
Get money out of politics.
Exactly. But it's so they have these monsters and they all got their sad backstories, good characters, and they use them. They take them to this other country to protect this princess from this invading alien witch. They call her a witch. I think, is she from Starfire's planet? No, she's from an island, but she looks like she's from Starfire's planet.
I don't know. She's from Themyscira, so that's the island Wonder Woman is from.
She looks like, every time I saw her, she reminded me of Starfire. She reminded me of Starfire's sister. I can't remember her name.
Circe, a rogue Amazonian sorceress who seeks to become the ruler of her homeland, Themyscira, who she takes the control of men, incels, basically.
Not even take control, they just think she's so cool.
Right, but they also just feel jealous that this island is all women, right?
Yeah, they hate women, but they follow a woman.
Right.
It's a weird dynamic. I think it's because they just see her as some queen character instead of... But anyways, this show, by the way, gets a lot into feminism. I don't want to say feminism, but there's a lot of
It's definitely a very feminist show.
Yeah, there's a lot in it. I appreciate it. But it's not obnoxious like She-Hulk. It actually did it really well in this show, which James Gunn does do that.
James Gunn is a very good writer for women.
Yeah, he's very good.
Very good writer.
But I was gonna say, in the plot, they take him there, and there's a lot of twists and turns over what does this queen actually want? Is this princess lying about what she wants, and then Waller sending them out to do this, but really there's manipulation from that. So it's this big twist around, but the main thing that makes the show the most interesting is just the characters. It's a character study.
The idea of
I actually find the plot to be the least interesting part of the whole show.
The story of the show, it really isn't about what's happening in the plot. It's literally...
Most of the show's flashbacks, backstories.
Every episode is basically a different character and their backstory, and then they just kind of relate it in some way to what's happening. But what's happening really isn't that interesting at all.
I don't find it that interesting.
So they're kind of just more... The
show's still great. I love the show.
Yeah, it's more just a show about the backstories of these characters. And that's all it is. Yeah, every episode's different. They tell a different story of each character.
Who is your favorite character?
My favorite character in Creature Commandos, let's think. I don't know.
I love the bride.
I like the bride.
I love her. She's a
badass.
She's good. She's a badass.
But I happen to never really love main characters, and I do think she's the main character of the show. I like characters who have half the attention on them, because I think she gets the whole attention, but I feel like characters that get half the attention. I think G.I. Robot probably.
Oh, I love him. He wants to kill Nazis.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good character trait.
I do think he's probably my favorite out of all of them.
I'm so sad. We barely got to spend any time with him. Because if we're going to go into spoiler territory, spoiler here, he dies very early in the show. There's so many if you watch these videos, there's so many times where I say, spoiler alert, he dies.
We're definitely talking about spoilers in these episodes.
Yeah.
These podcasts, so.
But he dies so early on.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about some of these characters, because a
lot of them died.
Okay, so the bride, episode 2 was focused on the bride's backstory. So she's brought to life by the scientist.
It's so creative. I love it.
To be the sole purpose of being
a wife,
Frankenstein's bride.
Yeah, not because when Frankenstein was created, the scientist was like, I want to make life. I want to make this, bring back people, which you can say he's awful too. He's a weirdo too. And it's really sad, the dynamic that she has with him, because you can see that part of her that still misses him. but again, he was a predator. He made this human and then was saying, I'm going to create this woman for you to be this object for you. Just the sole purpose of being your wife, your lover, instead of another human being as well. And we definitely know that's how he sees her too, because eventually it leads into him having sex with her as well. It's weird. He's technically their dad's, and he does it right in front of Frankenstein, which he is already mentally screwed up too. I don't know what happened with him. He becomes a creepy ass stalker. There is a part of me that feels bad because he came in this world and there's no one else like him, but she also came into this world where there's no one else like her. And she suffered some terrible things, and she doesn't become a creepy stalker at all and become obsessive with anybody. She just tries to go out and live her life, mainly, really. She has this hatred for humans, the arc in here. Her arc, I think, is she does come to finally find friends. She opens herself up. But her arc, by the end of it, is that she's like, I didn't trust humans, and now I really hate humans. Really, really hate them. Is kind of the ending. She's like, I'm not killing this. More spoilers. It turns out in the end, the princess was manipulating a lot of stuff in the background, which is kind of obvious.
Right.
But by the end of it, she's like, I'm not killing you to save the world or to protect America. She's like, I'm just killing you because you killed my friend. I hate you. Bye-bye. So, it's the character, the most interesting part. I think by my favorite, I love the Weasel. I love Weasel. I love him because he's not super interesting, but I love him for the fact that he appeared in Suicide Squad as more of a gag character, which I don't know if James Gunn had this plan the whole time. He became this gag character, and where everyone's like, this weird creature thing that does nothing but kind of scream and can't swim and drowns, is actually a really loving thing that was framed and trying to save school children. And is actually like a sympathetic, lovable character, which he's a lot easier to love in this show, not only because he gave him a backstory, but he looks way less disgusting than the live action rendition of him. But I love that twist. I accidentally spoiled it to him because I remember seeing that like forever ago, the clip of him saving the children.
We watched the Suicide Squad movie again.
And I was like, isn't it so funny that he actually didn't kill those kids?
Yeah, and I was like...
he was like, what?
Okay. I actually didn't know anything about this show, so I was...
No.
You spoiled
but
that
I couldn't remember. I didn't remember it was from Command. I just remember seeing something that I just remembered. I knew that. And I thought it was a post-credit scene to Suicide. I thought it was going to be post-credit scene, or not post, but you know what I mean. An end credit scene that I just completely forgot about. I'm sorry. But yeah, I would say... probably Weasel, just because he's so...
And James Gunn is so good at he loves doing this in every one of his projects, is he finds some kind of inhuman or animal character, and he always does something with them to show humanity in something.
Every character, he shows emotion with every character.
He does that in every one of his films.
He has these little not gag characters, but...
Yeah, he even said in the podcast, he said that, he loves animals so much.
He loves monsters.
Yeah, but
he actually says he's attracted to monsters.
Right, he loves animals, and he loves finding like humanity and showing the love for all life in all these different things. So he does that with robots, and he does that with monsters, and he does it with just ugly vermin and butterflies and raccoons and everything. Yeah. I mean, everything. He just loves finding that.
He likes creature characters, which I'm going to say it again, he has explained he's actually like attracted to monster type characters, which same here. Phosphorus and the Bride were very hot the whole time. I wish I could have seen more with these characters, but
until he was killing children.
Yeah, that made him a little less hot. But then he didn't kill that child in that one scene.
Okay, so Justice, we'll play a little game, I guess. Okay. Who's hotter? Okay.
Okay.
Let's do a bracket. Okay.
Okay.
Cersei or the princess?
Cersei.
Really? Dr. Phosphorus?
Hold on. Can you remember who Cersei is again?
Cersei's the sorceress.
Oh, okay. Cersei, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Dr. Phosphorus or Rick Flag Sr.?
Dr. Phosphorus. But until he killed those children, I kind of knocked it down. Okay. I say Rick Flag maybe above. After I saw on the news it said he murdered the children of that mob boss.
Okay. Weasel or Frankenstein?
Oh, no. Well, one is more of an animal than a human. So just for the soul aspect, that's a more of a sentient creature, human. I'll go with Frankenstein. Okay. He's very low. Frankenstein's very low.
Nina or GI Robot?
Nina, definitely. I love GI Robot, but
okay. Yeah. I don't have an even number here, so we're just gonna have to do. Okay, The Bride versus GI Robot.
Bride.
Okay.
Bride.
Frankenstein versus Dr. Phosphorus, right? You said Dr.
Phosphorus, yeah. We'll do Dr. Phosphorus.
And then we're going to do Cersei versus Dr. Phosphorus.
Dr. Phosphorus. I got a thing for skeleton people. They just look so cool. And also, Cersei, is a mass murderer, too. Right. So, but also he's a mass murderer, too.
Nina versus The Bride.
I love both of them. I think I have to go with The Bride. I love Nina so much, though. She's so sweet.
The ultimate decision. Who's hotter, The Bride or Dr. Phosphorus?
Bride.
That was such a quick answer.
I'm sorry. I wish there was... Oh, yeah. It was the ending, confirmed it for me, I have to say. I wish I should have... Here, hold on. Let's go back. Say that question again.
So, in total, who's the hottest, The Bride or Dr. Phosphorus?
I'm gonna have to go with The Bride. I thought long and hard about it.
That's amazing.
Sorry, I just kept thinking of her whipping her jacket off and beating the shit out of women beaters and rapers.
Is that still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought about that scene where she killed those men, and yeah.
Okay, so something we brought up. Well, one quick thing I wanted to say is there's this interesting
rapists, not rapers,
animation choice in this show that in TVs and phones they use real images of people. I've never seen that before.
I love that. It's cool.
Oh no, I like it too. But I thought it was just an interesting thing for them to put in there, an interesting.
It was on phones too. I remember seeing in the TV.
Remember the woman had a phone background, and it was what? It was an actor.
What the hell is his name? Yeah, that was out of nowhere.
Was it Zac Efron?
I think I'm not sure.
Somebody. I can't remember.
I was just oh my god, what?
That was the first time it happened.
And it was this random and then Russian babushka woman living in a cottage across this castle.
And then the Clayface just turns on his Xbox, and he's just playing Xbox, and it's the normal Xbox logo game.
After he
everything.
feeds the cat.
He's just playing
Which, by the way, I love that he insults the cat and he's this evil monster, but he does feed the cat. He doesn't let it starve.
Idiot,
stupid.
Anyway, okay, so we got. One of the things that you were asking. So, you want to ask your question? This one. Hold on, I'll highlight it up there. See it?
Oh, do you think that? Well, you kind of brought it up earlier. Do you think James Gunn kind of puts himself too much into? Insert what he wants into show and TV, what he thinks is best. And also, even, I've never really seen, by the way, I'm not, just because I'm asking this doesn't mean I think that, but I'm just curious.
This is an opinion people have, so it's okay.
Do you think, because, even in the intro for Creature Commandos, I've never seen a writer, he's animated himself. I don't know if that was his choice, or if, when they were just making it, they decided to put that in as, a creative, the storyboard artist and all that.
I don't have an issue with it, because he seems to understand what he's doing. I haven't seen him do it in a bad way yet.
Also, I've seen people say that Rick Flag looks like James Gunn. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. I've seen people be like, well, he looks like him.
One of the biggest things that was about this before even the Creature Commandos intro was the fact that he casts his wife in a lot of his projects. I
don't think it's that bad. No.
Do you know who his wife is, right?
I can't remember.
She's Harcourt in Peacemaker, the blonde-haired girl. She's a main...
Well, didn't Tim Burton do that with his wife?
But she was also in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but Tim Burton did that with his wife.
I don't have a problem with it.
I think that was Tim Burton's wife, wasn't it?
There was this big campaign against James Gunn, you put your wife in all these movies, and your brother, his brother too, is in all his stuff too, Sean Gunn.
It's kind of, you can be around with your loved one more.
Right, but the thing, the difference of this is
and she's a good actress.
Yeah, she's a good actress, and he's a good actor, and he's a good voice actor, and they both like contribute obviously very creatively to this stuff. Like even if you listen to the podcast, like his wife knows just as much about his projects, if not more, than he does. Like she is deep into this stuff. Like
I can understand.
She's not just like a wife on set who's doing it for a job. Like she loves doing this stuff. Like she loves it.
I can understand people are fresh because I feel like some people would be like, just adapt the comics, adapt the story, adapt the characters, and stop putting your own twist.
I shouldn't just say her name.
Because I do feel like sometimes he can get a little goofy sometimes.
Jennifer Holland.
I do agree that sometimes he can get a little goofy. That's like his staple. He's a very goofy type of storyteller. He knows how to do his emotional beats. He knows when it's time to get serious. But sometimes some people would like a movie that's more like the Batman. Like more grounded. But people are afraid that whatever James Gunn is going to touch, it's going to be silly like Guardians of the Galaxy. Or anything of the sort like that. Like it's going to be a little bit too zany. But I feel like comic books are kind of
I think goofy. James Gunn rides the line pretty well. I think he can make some pretty dark crap.
Funny moments make you like characters more too.
Like he makes dark stuff in Creature Commandos, in Peacemaker. He can make very dark stuff and then also bring it back and make it funny or do something. Like he knows where to ride the line. Even Superman. Superman is a hopeful story and there's really not anything dark in that story. But he knows how to write a story that is just almost pure hope, but still has that balance there.
There was the only moment I thought
he knows how to write a story so dark like Creature Commandos and Suicide Squad and be able to write them and do them in good ways. But it all comes down to the characters. He knows how to write characters.
The only thing I think I thought was a little bit like I was like that doesn't need to be necessary is when Superman was having that moment with what's her name? I'm going blank right now. What's her name?
Lois Lane?
Lois Lane, yeah. I don't know how I forgot that. When he's having this moment with her and you see in the background that like the Fantastic or the Justice Gang are like beating up that alien like in the background comedically. I understand it's a little bit, but like you could argue too that that's kind of like world building. It's showing like what casual things happen there all the time that they just go and handle stuff. So it's kind of world building too. So it's not completely necessary. I've seen people say that wasn't necessary to have there, and I can see it a little bit because like you're trying to have this emotional moment and you see this distracting because I was laughing during that scene,
right? Instead
of like thinking more about the moment. But yeah,
I think he does a pretty good job. Weasel, GI Robot, Dr. Phosphorus.
GI Robot's so sad. I love him, but he's very sad. When you really think about the core of his character, he was designed like this is your weapon, which always we don't even know where he came from. That's still a mystery too. And he loved being with people.
Yeah, one interesting thing though is they said they studied him to make like certain robots. So those robots may come back in the future of DCU too.
Yeah, because they just show the scientists like studying him, and then they completely cuts away.
Intelligent robots that I mean, they might be the robots that are used in Superman.
Might be living among them.
It might be the robots that are used in Superman. His people around him.
I thought that just came from him.
Maybe it came.
I thought that came from
It might have, but I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. We got dementia dogs outside.
The same guy voices.
We call him Dementia Dog. He looks like he has no idea where he is at all times. He's barking right now.
So the same guy who voices Dr. Phosphorus is the same guy who voices Clayface.
Great voice acting too. I love voice acting. So good that what's his name who plays Frankenstein? I'm terrible.
David Harbour.
David Harbour. You can't even tell it's him.
No,
and he did really good. He
has a very specific voice too, and he plays that character in such a good way where it doesn't just sound like David
That's
Harbour.
What real voice acting is when you can't hear an actor in a voice box.
Right, because I feel like that's how it feels.
Like you can barely imagine them in a voice box.
I feel like that's how it feels like with what's his name, the eyeball guy from Invincible. His laugh.
Oh, Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's how he feels. Anytime he's in a role, it's like, it's Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it just doesn't... I can't separate reality from animation.
That's how Chris Pratt used to be the example in like the Lego movie, but then after that people noticed him a lot more. That's why he was cast in so many roles after, is because in the Lego movie he was so successful and he got like
I'm trying to think of another one.
I think he got awards.
What's another recent one?
It was very good voice acting.
What was some of the other recent animated movies?
Jack Black's very noticeable. He did good with Bowser, though. He did a pretty good job with Bowser.
I don't think that was.
But he's very noticeable. Actually, no. Jack Black's a great voice actor. He does Panny.
I don't think the problem is that if you're noticeable, because as soon as Frankenstein started talking, I was like, "That's David Harbour." Like I
didn't notice.
I noticed it was David Harbour, but
I didn't notice at all.
There's a line where it's like, I cannot stop hearing David Harbour because it just sounds like David Harbour.
Yeah.
Because but there's a point where it's like,
Oh, Patrick Warburton?
No, he's pretty good because I don't know his name enough. He's not known enough as...
He's very... Okay, the audience here watching this, he's known. He plays the boyfriend from B-Movie. He's Cusco.
I understand he does voice acting roles. What I'm saying is...
No, not Cusco, Kronk.
This all started because we were looking at a Comic-Con page and he was on there and she's
and
like...
he recognizes every single celebrity.
What's his name?
Patrick Warburton. Let me check if I got this right.
Patrick Warburton.
It's going to be embarrassing if I didn't say
Okay, Patrick Warburton. We're looking on the Comic-Con page and I'm showing her all these actors that are on this Comic-Con. She's like, Patrick Warburton? By the way, we scrolled past like Kingpin and Daredevil.
I don't know why he's at the bottom.
He was at the bottom of the page, and she's like, Patrick Warburton, and I'm like, who's that? And she's like one of the biggest voice actors like ever.
Not big. He's super well known and very iconic in his voice, like very recognizable. Oh. And by the way, just to clarify, I was only outraged and I kind of stuck it in his face a little bit because he gets on me all the time for not recognizing people. And he loves showing up and he can remember all these names. Like I just couldn't remember Lois Lane earlier. Okay? He's like, I know all these celebrities. And for him to not know Patrick Warburton was like shocking to me.
Okay, I get it. He does play some big roles, but like he's not big enough for like...
It's not about him being a huge actor. It's that he is so recognizable. His voice.
But I don't know his name.
He's a very recognizable person.
But I don't know his name. It's not a... Why is Younger Night so difficult? I just think he's not as famous as you think he is.
Yo. All right, whatever. What are we gonna...
Patrick Warburton. Is that his name?
You made me so angry. You made me spill soda on myself.
Patrick Warburton is...
You don't say overrated.
Overrated.
Okay.
We're clip farming now. Ow! What the... Ow!
Shut up! That didn't hit you.
Oh!
That was empty. It was empty, and I threw it from like 3 feet away.
You damn near got him on my board. If you would have got Sprite on my boards, we would have had a problem.
The house would have burned down.
Anyway. Clayface, though, for one, supposedly this is the same Clayface that is going to be in a movie.
It's sticky soda on me.
There's a Clayface movie that is a horror movie coming out.
I don't really know anything about Clayface.
In the DC Studios.
I thought it was just like some random. I thought it was just like some brute. Like I'm a monster guy.
So
it's weird. We saw him be like a creep in this movie.
Right. So I don't know. Now I don't know when this show was made.
Or in the show, he was a creep in the show. Like, he's a weirdo.
I wonder if they knew they were going to make this movie when the show was made. So I don't know. I don't know if he's dead. If this movie's just going to be a prequel and that's it, or like there's more to him. Maybe. I'm sure Clayface can survive that. Like he can come back together. He's literally made of clay and he just can come back together, right? Mm-hmm. But this movie, Clayface, is described.
We gotta hurry.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We got a dinner at 9. We're very important. We have friends.
So Clayface is supposedly going to be a movie, and he's being played by the same guy who voiced him, I think. Because James Gunn... Oh, no, he's not. Tom Rhys Harries. I think that's... Tom Rhys Harries. I don't know. I thought that it was someone else. So this is the guy who's playing Clayface in 2026 or something. That's coming out in 2026.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's coming out next year. So
I want to see a superhero horror movie.
Yeah, it's a horror movie. Supposedly it's a body horror movie.
Oh God, I love that.
So it's more of like crazy what's happening.
That might be above psychological horror, my favorite type of horror.
So I'm very excited for this. I'm excited to see how it fits into the DCU, and I'm excited to see how James Gunn he talks a lot of talk about being able to separate these projects from each other and have creative vision. But I'm excited to see, because it's not as easy as some people say it is to create a connected universe and also have creative freedom on every project. So I do wonder how it's going to be making these movies, a horror movie about Clayface, and having to connect it to previous canon of Creature Commandos and not...
It's a new thing.
Right. It's different.
It's kind of like the Joker 2 musical, except a lot more superhero fans would like horror movies and musicals.
On the MCU because it's too interconnected, and
a lot of people take a big dookie.
Directors didn't have creative freedom, but you're asking for an interconnected universe. There can't be pure creative freedom. There has to be some level of constriction, because you have to obey to that character and the iterations that came before. That's just how it works. So I'm excited to see, though. I do trust James Gunn. I do. As of now, he hasn't messed up yet. He has not messed up yet. Do you think, hot take,
there's something on your face.
Do you think James Gunn will screw up in the first 3 years of the DCU? Let's make a prediction now. Do you think James Gunn will make a big screw up in his plan or production in terms of overseeing these movies? Obviously, he's not making all of these movies.
If I say no and he does, it's going to be really embarrassing.
I have confidence. I have confidence
in him only because he's never really made a bad superhero project.
Right. But he's not making every single one of these. He's overseeing them. But he doesn't approve he cares
a lot about making sure everything's finished and perfect before production.
Before it goes to production.
Which I admire a lot.
I believe that I trust James Gunn. I do. But I do say a lot of people like to talk the talk that think it's this easy to run a company and shit on Marvel.
It's not, especially when you got producers and executives
Marvel's
going down.
gone on for almost 20 years now, a continuity of almost 20 years. It gets really difficult once you get that deep into it, to continually create something new and keep people hooked. This is my biggest thing, because, and this is another rant, is that
we need a Drake rant alert.
Yeah, with Marvel, people like to bitch because there's so much homework to do for the previous movies to watch something new. That was always the fun of Marvel, but now it's something that people bitch about. It's
because back in the day, it's like you'd have a movie and it'd come out so far away from each other too.
I agree. The TV shows did something detrimental to this. Streaming did something detrimental to this, and I agree. And we could do a whole episode about me talking about how I think streaming and movies and all this was a bad mistake of how Marvel did this stuff. I think most people agree on that stuff. But the fact is that it is an interconnected universe. You should want to catch up on things to see the next thing. And James Gunn, the way he's kind of saying this stuff was kind of like he was going to be different from Marvel, that things were going to be less connected, more creative control from the directors, but eventually the things are going to have to connect. You are going to have to make a Justice League movie and then make movies after that. You're going to have he's having a Lanterns TV show going into Green Lantern going into the Justice League, and then you're going to do a season 2 of that Lanterns show. Eventually it's going to get confusing for audiences to follow on to. Now, so far, audiences DC, they are fully on board, ready for all these cool different projects, and I'm on board for it too. I love when things do different things. But at the same time, you are building up that expectation that you're going to have to watch a Clayface movie, you're going to have to watch Creature Commandos, you're going to have to watch, maybe a Waller TV show. Things that people don't, and that's the same problem people have with Marvel right now. But just because DCU is so bright and prosperous right now, people have rose-colored glasses on, I feel like. Yeah. I do think
people love James Gunn too.
I truly believe it.
That's why I never put hope into people like that.
I do think people are going to learn their lesson, because it's not going to stay hopeful forever. He's not going to have perfect 100% movies every time.
That doesn't mean people should give up immediately, by the way.
No.
It's another thing too.
He's not
Jesus.
He's not directly making every movie.
I think it's the same thing with Marvel. I think people immediately
he's going to run into things the same way Marvel does, where things out of their control happens. Black Panther's actor dies. Jonathan Majors has a huge scandal.
There's some sexual assault.
There is some things that you just can't control, and he's going to run into those things eventually, and we're going to see how he handles it. I think James Gunn is very smart. I think he's a good producer. I think he's one of the best executives, people in Hollywood.
Damn.
But it is a hard job Kevin Feige has, and I think he's done a great job for the most part. Kevin Feige has done a great job at Marvel, and I think he gets a lot of shit for it. A lot of unworthy shit.
Well, it's more like people don't know what it's like, and you gotta think about, he's not the producer. He's not the people at Disney telling him, you can't do this, you can't do that. We want this, we want that. We're going to change everything in the middle of this, do this instead.
Right.
You don't have writers that are or directors that are overstaying their welcome and doing things that kind of fuck up the entire
There's
timeline.
So many things with Marvel.
Yeah.
I could go on a whole podcast episode about what went wrong with Marvel.
I can have a long ass rant about what the fuck his name who
am Marvel's
did
biggest
Love and
fan.
Thunder.
I love the MCU. I'm its biggest fan, but I will be its biggest hater too. I will. But I'm not going to be like the haters online who are just like want to hate everything because they hated something in the past. Like, I'm going to give every project a chance, but if that project doesn't live up to what it was supposed to be, I'm going to call it out. Now, I'm not the one in the comments doing that, but I'm on a podcast on a recliner doing
on a recliner. So. Reclining. Hell yeah.
Anyway,
really quick, if we want to bring out your...
No, Ella, hold on. How is the animation in the show, you think?
I love it. I love the animation. There's this technique that people do where they have their lines, and sometimes they do it in art. I don't know if they do it the exact same way. It looks like the liner has been doubled, like duplicated, and the layer underneath, like the gauge and blur is just a tiny bit to give it like this little glow. Mm-hmm. And they like keep the layer on top like completely solid, and it just adds like this gorgeous glow to all the lines, and I love it. It's beautiful. I can't imagine. It's so hard for me just to draw one human figure and to have all these complicated poses and action scenes and these impact frames too. Like when Flag was hit by Clayface, it's just like for like a second, just this black screen, just to feel like the impact. I love.
Yeah, the animation was good, but you know more about that stuff. You pay attention to that stuff more, so I wanted to get your opinion.
I hated it. It was garbage. And
also,
it was stupid.
Batman showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Who is the official Batman of the DCU. That Batman is.
He looks pretty cool.
So that Batman better not fucking be Matt Reeves' Batman.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
But my opinion is that Matt Reeves' Batman should not be in the DCU. If you've seen the
But it's a good Batman.
Episodes.
I think it's
a good Batman. But the Batman that needs to be in the DCU, I don't even feel like Matt Reeves' Batman feels like the Batman that showed up on that roof. That's how different they are. Like, I literally, it was a silhouette on a roof in a shot, and I already feel like that was not Matt Reeves' Batman. So it better not be, because there's rumors going around that they're doing something secret behind the scenes.
Drake's going to flip his recliner over.
And if that happens, we're going to have a podcast.
If that happens!
We're going to release a podcast that doesn't come out on normal times, and we're going to I'm going to rant, because I will not settle for that.
His rant alert.
I mean, I will settle for it. I'll deal with it. But, like... I trust James Gunn.
I guess I'll settle with it a little bit.
But why is there rumors right now that they're going to merge them and secretly? Like, there's rumors.
I think that's a really good actor for the Batman.
I think he's a good actor too, but I just don't want that Batman. I want a Batman that...
Just to clarify, before we lose all subscribers, he does not hate that movie.
I don't hate that movie. I really like that movie. I thought that movie was a good movie. I love that universe. I love the Penguin. The Penguin is like my favorite thing that the DC and Marvel like superhero thing has ever been made. I love Matt Reeves. Like, I'm not trashing Matt Reeves, but I don't think they merge at all. And a lot of people agree, so I'm not afraid to say this hot take.
You say a lot of people agree, but you got one comment that agreed with you in a TikTok, which I do think a lot of people agree, but it's so funny.
Thank you for that one comment, by the way.
I agree, too. I don't think he's going to fit too much into the universe, but, I mean, it's you never know what happens. Like, there's someone else who commented. It might be an interesting challenge just to see.
I do think it would be an interesting challenge, but I do think it would screw up Matt Reeves' stuff. I think you'd have to almost end his reign of his movies, because once you take Batman into space, that's a completely different Batman that comes back down. And I think
Batman in space.
Batman's gonna go to space in James Gunn's DCU. Like, that's the DCU he's building, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see here. The plot was good. Performances were good. Effects, action, emotion, comedy, music. The villain. I don't think the villain was that great.
I mean, there's a couple villains.
I think the main point about this show, Creature Commandos, is that there really isn't like this plot that builds up to this villain and that's end. I mean, there is, but it's not really. Like, it's mostly just a episodic character study of this team of people and how they evolve in the show. And that's about it. Like, I think that's really all it is. And I like it for what it is, but I don't think it's like... What do you not like about this show?
I don't care for the story that much. And I would have wished... I love the characters, but I wish instead of showing all the backstories, I wish we would have had more emotional moments just between the characters themselves. Right. Like, have more... There was, like, a few things here and there.
The episodes were really short, too.
That's the thing. I think the biggest detriment is just it's short. I think that's just what they...
Which I was really unexpected, because when we watched the first episode, I didn't know that they were short, and it just ended.
Again, I love the show. It's definitely an A... To me, it's an A show. I think it's an A show. It's written very well. I think they knew what they wanted to do. They wanted to make a show just about the characters and their backstories mainly. That was the main focus. And with the short amount of time they had, they did the best that they could with it, in my opinion. I think it's an A show for me. It's probably a lower A.
I
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
What the hell are you gonna say? What the fuck are you about to say?
I think...
Get your board out. Get your big fucking board. Okay? I want you to
I guess I won't say it right now, but...
No, we should do it now because...
I do have some opinions about the show. Well, no, we got to take a little break.
We got dinner at 9. It's 8:51.
Oh, when is that dinner?
9, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's at 9. You said 9. What is happening right now? We think they might be announcing having a baby, by the way. That's our theory.
We still have stuff to go through. We're going to pick up this conversation. We're not done with this episode.
How long is this episode going to be?
We're not done with this episode. I got to rank. At least.
How long is that going to take?
I don't know, but I got to rank at least. So we'll be back. We have to rank at least this episode. I mean, we can maybe cut out some other stuff, but we got to at least rank in the episode.
Yeah, because that wouldn't take 5 minutes.
Okay. We're back from our dinner.
Our friends aren't having a baby. I guess they just really wanted to see us.
Yeah.
I can hear myself. We actually have friends.
There we go. Okay, so anyway, we were talking about also the length of this one's going a little long, but I was talking to her about it. I think it's okay that we go a little long. I don't really care. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I love long videos. So.
I think it's okay. So if you guys are doing something very long, turn this one in the background and let's just listen. So.
Just sit back and relax to our beautiful voices.
Yep, we just talk. Why is this now so loud for some reason?
Maybe just put it on the ground. I can hear our headphones are... You can hear... Oh, you want a pillow? This is Otis's pillow. Every time he'll come up here and he'll want the pillow.
Okay, so anyway.
Puppy.
So we were talking about the Clayface movie.
Yeah.
When we were last one here.
Yeah.
Then we got, this is going to be the third DCU movie to come out. Supposedly going to be a body horror movie. This is the actor that's playing him right here. So I'm interested to see how that connects into mainline DCU and Creature Commandos. Is my phone recording? You got that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so...
If it dies, will it save the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only other thing that I was going to talk about was, I did look it up. Creature Commandos Season 2. And it does seem like, yes, Creature Commandos was officially renewed for a second season on December 23rd, 2024, and is being fast-tracked by DC Studios to get episodes out quicker, though an exact release date is unknown and could be years away. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That's bothering me. I can't. I don't know why that's so loud. It wasn't loud before.
Do you unplug it?
I guess.
I can't really get up.
I mean, I don't want to unplug it though.
The viewers...
Is there something I could put it over it, like a blanket or something?
It's pillow. Try this pillow.
Because it wasn't even loud before.
Sorry, Otis. I'm sorry.
Okay, talk.
Talking.
Okay, we're good now.
Okay.
Okay,
sorry.
So anyway.
Anyways.
Oh yeah, so season 2. I also think this show will be better with a season 2 because I do feel like just not enough was told in this season. I just feel like I didn't get enough.
I mean, we got told about all the backstory of a lot of people.
So I think this show was pretty good as it stood, but there wasn't enough there for me a little bit. Like I feel like season 2 could really fill that out and bring the show up higher in my ranking. Definitely, I think it could change it. So, but we'll rank it here soon.
Right.
Okay. Anyway,
rank your thing. We gotta hurry up.
Okay, it's time for
Drake's big fucking board. Yay.
Anyway, Creature Commandos.
Oh no.
Creature Commandos.
A.
All right, where you would say A?
A.
Is that recording? You make sure that's recording.
Yeah, it's recording.
Is the camera recording too?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Well, is it?
I hope so.
Why would it not be recording?
You said you started the recording.
Yeah, it says recording.
Okay.
So why would it change?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. Let me make sure the audio is good here. You've been moving around a lot.
Yeah. Not my fault, your fault.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we're good.
Bury it away.
Okay. We're ranking Creature Commandos on my big fucking board.
A.
So you rank it A. Why do you rank it A?
Lower A.
Why do you rank it A?
That's all I'm saying.
You're not going to say more?
The fans will know.
What?
I say lower A. I mean, this is supposed to be your board. You're supposed to be explaining. But I do...
Well, I'm not putting it where you want it. I'm putting it where I want it, but I want to know why you rank it A.
I know. I'm not telling you should put it where I put it. Did I say that?
No, I'm not. I'm just asking you. I just asked you where you would put it.
And I already gave you my answer.
But you didn't say why.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Okay. I put lower A because I think everything is done what they wanted to do super well.
Uh-huh.
And what they have is what limited it and would be perfect. So, like, how short it is, how immediately some of the characters died, too. Mm. And they're relying on a second season, too. You gotta remember that. Mm-hmm. They're really relying on season 2.
Yeah. I think...
So it's like the first half of, like...
I think this show is really promising. It has a good start, but I don't
You're gonna put it in B, dude. You're gonna put it in B.
I don't think it's anything actually... incredible.
You can put it in C?
I don't feel like a lot of the character arcs were fully completed in a way. I feel like... I don't know. I just feel like Rick Flag.
It feels like a first half.
I feel like Rick Flag. Yeah, it does feel like a first half. It feels... But it also doesn't feel like even a full story was told. The villain really isn't that engaging. What's engaging is the backstories for all the characters. But unfortunately...
Yeah, that's like 90% of the show.
But unfortunately, we don't see it really go anywhere until probably season 2. So... I actually rank it in pretty low B's.
Oh, okay. I thought you were putting in C. C for Creature Commandos, and you're gonna like hurt me.
No, I rank it in low B's. I think it is good. It is above average. If it's in C, it's average, and I do think it's above average.
I swear, every TikTok, you're gonna have this take that I can't stand, and everyone in the comments will be like, "I agree with Drake."
Yeah,
Drake has very good takes.
Right. I mean, I do have very good takes, right? It's above the Batman.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, not according to your standards, though, because you ranked Batman in A.
Yeah.
So you like the Batman more than Creature Commandos.
I do like the Batman more than Creature Commandos.
Okay. Just making sure you're consistent.
But yeah. I never said I put it in B, so why you... What?
You said you were putting... You put... Well, you said low A's for Creature Commandos.
Okay, I just want to see if you remembered that, or you were just, like, fucking around with me.
Anyway, that's where I put it. I put it in B's. I think it was good. I don't think it was amazing. I actually expected higher out of it, but I was actually really...
That's why, because you thought it was going to be super you thought it was going to be Invincible Season 1.
I thought it was higher expectations. I did have higher expectations, but I really did like it. I thought it was enjoyable for what it was, but they were very short. It was very quick. It was very limited. It just didn't feel like it had enough. I just feel like it was mainly... backstory, and that's fine.
I hope Frankenstein is dead, by the way.
And that was another thing. It didn't even feel like that was resolved in the end.
I hope he's dead, and he doesn't come back. I'm okay.
I don't know. So anyway, that's where I rank it, in B's. And that is all my ranking for today.
Also, I like the Frankenstein character. I would just be happy. I do. I like that. It's an awesome character. Todd Packer. Everyone loves Todd Packer. Doesn't mean that they think he's awesome.
He hates Frankenstein because he's mean.
Yes, because he's mean. That's why I was okay with... Because he's a meanie head. That's what I said. Not a creepy stalker.